Hey guys, today once again it's time for something I enjoy doing very much, and that's a teardown. So today on the table we've got the LG Spirit LTE, so let's go ahead and tear this baby down. So first we have to start by taking off the rear cover. No surprises there. Take the cover off. Once we put that aside, on the back we can see quite a few. Let's just count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Phillips screws. So once we've got the battery out, we've got the phone and the screws. So let's just take a piece of equipment and undo all these screws. That's gonna take a while, so let's just go ahead and do it. Try not to lose any of the screws. And that's the last one. Now we have got to take this plastic back cover off very carefully. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll take let's try, I usually do this with a plastic spudger, but let's try to do it with this metal one. There shouldn't be any problems if you're careful. The tip of this is blunt, it's not very sharp, so there shouldn't be any problems, or you shouldn't damage the plastic. Okay, we have one side started. This plastic is quite thin, but it's elastic and it's not very brittle, so of course you have to be careful, but you shouldn't worry too much. If you take care and do not apply too much pressure, everything should be just fine. All these clips should be released, and then we should be able to remove this plastic back cover off. Basically here we see the main speaker, and we've still got the power and volume up and down buttons connected to this plastic back cover. Basically, I found it best to just rely on the elasticity of this back cover and slightly bend it so you can release this. So these are the actual plastic covers. Put them aside, and these are the power and volume up and down buttons. They are connected through this flat cable to this little board. So let's try and take it off. It sticks down with some glue, but if you're very careful not to damage anything, you should be able to get it unstuck from this back cover. So again, please be careful not to tear anything up, and apply some force from below. You can hear it getting unstuck. I'm using this pointy tweezer tool, but if you get anything better, please feel free to use it. So this is the button setup. So let's put it aside for now. If you need to change the main speaker we see down here, basically what I found is that this rear cover is not made of one piece, but instead of two. So you just release one clip here, and you release the other clip on the other side. Hope you can see that, and it disconnects. So I'm guessing, so basically if you need to remove or replace your speaker, I'm guessing this is the replacement part you have to get, and I'm not sure there's actually a way to remove this slightly smaller bit which actually holds the speaker in. So that's that. We'll also put that aside. And now let's get back to the main stuff, the main part, which still has the main board stuck onto it. Basically there are just a few flat cables you need to release. Let me just get a plastic tool, a plastic spudger. So this is a big one, you cannot miss it. Carefully disconnect it. That's that. There's another one here, and actually it's for the front facing camera. As you can see, the camera disconnects and you can set it aside. And also there's the main camera, which also disconnects like this, and you can pull it out and put it aside. Now we need to take the mainboard out. Of course we need to be careful not to break anything, not to damage any of the connectors. So let's start from the top and be careful. And the mainboard should be quite easy to take out once we're at this point. So we'll put that aside also. Here we've still got the 3.5mm earphone socket. That can also be removed. It's glued down, but it comes off quite easily. And we've still got another speaker to take out, so let's do that. It should also be stuck or glued down slightly, but don't be afraid to pry from underneath. Again, being careful not to break anything. So basically that's that. We've still got the vibrating module, but let's not obsess too much about that. And I believe we are now ready to reverse the procedure and put the phone back together. So we've got the speaker, and we just put it back where it was. we've got the 3.5mm headphone socket or connector. If we want to reverse the procedure exactly as we did it, so I'm guessing it's time for the mainboard now. Being careful about this little ridge down here. Align it and push it down. So all these connectors for the headphone socket and for the speaker in your earpiece are well connected and work. Now we have to put back the cameras. This is the main camera. Just align it where it's supposed to go and gently press the connector until it clicks. The same thing goes for the front-facing camera. Align it and connect it back. That's that. We've got the plastic back cover, as we've said, in two pieces. This is the way to connect, to connect one side and just pop in the other side. So now it's back in one piece. We're still not done with this. We need our power and volume up and down buttons. So as you can see, we need to take this flat cable through here. So the buttons go here. And let's just get the physical part of the buttons back on, and then we'll stick the flat cable back on. You can actually take these buttons further apart. There are small ridges here which hold this part in. So let's just pop them back in. Put this part. And we have to feed it to the slots in the back cover. It's much easier to do it this way, otherwise they might fall out. So let me just align everything. You can actually see it from this side even better, the way the clips are now in and everything is clicking as it should be. We can again use these tweezers, to align this perfectly, so there are no problems with the contact. Here we still got to connect this main screen cable to the main board. Do another visual check if everything is connected back together as it should be. And if and when it is, we can proceed and this back cover back on. Now it's just a thing of clicking everything back together, and as we know the clicks are not enough, we need to screw everything back so it's nice and tight. Okay, once you're satisfied and nothing is clicking or squeaking, get back to the screws and screw them back on one by one. So now we've got everything screwed back on. We'll just pop the battery in, put the back cover on, and once we've got everything done, we are ready to turn the phone on and see if everything works as it should. I've felt a slight vibration. The screen is turning on. So let's just wait for a second and see if it works. Okay, the speaker seems to be working as well. Yep, screen is working also. The main camera. The front camera. Okay, battery is low. Double tap to lock, double tap to wake, and we've got a full working LG Spirit LTE. Thanks for watching, and until next time, goodbye.